Now let's go a little deeper into the service models within the cloud computing world. So you see here words like IaaS and several things like that. So let's try to break that and understand what it means. IaaS stands for Infrastructure as a Service. So this is a capability when you're only using the backend resources, the infrastructure resources like the instance, the storage, and capabilities from the provider, and then building things on top of it. The applications and all of that is built on by you, and you're not using any of that from the provider. So that's very common. That's for the starting point for many companies, and still remains to be the biggest use case for cloud. But as the world of cloud is maturing, things are moving towards more things like PaaS, which you hear, platform as a service. If you think about the Google Cloud Engine, Microsoft Azure, Salesforce is an example of that, where they provide you a whole platform and you can use it, the platform, the software and the hardware, and then you can build more things on top of it for your own application. Finally, you hear the word SaaS very commonly, and SaaS is the full end of the spectrum where you provide the whole software and there's nothing to be purchased or nothing to be deployed. More commonly, you can very easily connect with examples like Gmail. You go to a website and you use everything like behind scene. Of course, Google is using some computing instances. It's using the storage capability and a software which works out for a particular function, which is emailing. It's available as to you as a complete package, a full software, and you can just use that. So that's the beauty of this kind of scenarios. Let's try to sum that up into this kind of an example where we can talk about cloud computing on different levels. If you think about the traditional, the on-premises, you are doing everything. The company needs to take care of everything, right from getting the core infrastructure and then continuing to build the middle layer and the applications, the data, everything is managed by you, which is highlighted in green. But as you mature and progress, depending on the use case and need, I think there is a whole choice which you can make. You can only take the hardware, the core infrastructure part of it from the cloud provider, which is infrastructure as a service. You can go beyond and then use the middleware and the operating systems and things like that. And that brings you to the platform as a service. And finally, if you move into the software as a service, where you provide the whole complete end-to-end capability provided by the provider. So that's the full-on services.